Join the MAGA crew. Get a RINO hunting permit. There's no bagging limit, no tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
What do you think?
Well, Josh Hawley's a very good friend of mine. I think that so much of political advertisement, look, I've run my own political advertisements in this campaign. You're trying to grab headlines a little bit. You're trying to do something that's a little bit unorthodox. So at the end of the day, I think that what Greitens is trying to go after is, look, a lot of our voters, a lot of our base, very frustrated with sending Republicans to Washington who don't do anything. I'm not going to comment on the Missouri race because it's not my race and it's not my state. But I'm not surprised.
He's going into a house
like
with
that.
a gun and saying they want to bag as many rhinos as they possibly can. Do you think that's a good place to go, given all the violence that we are seeing in the country right now?
Look, like I said, a friend of Josh Hawley. I don't think Eric Greitens is saying that he wants to murder a bunch of people. I think it's clearly a television advertisement meant for effect. We should take it like that.
That was Fox News anchor Martha MacCallum doing something very strange, actually holding Republicans accountable for their culture of violence. MacCallum had a tense exchange with Ohio Senate candidate J.D. Vance over an explosive new ad in the Missouri Senate race, one which urges far-right conservatives to hunt their fellow Republicans. You heard that right. The ad, from domestic abuser and GOP Senate candidate Eric Greitens, leaves no room for interpretation. In the ad, Greitens encourages pro-Trump Republicans to get their, quote, RINO hunting permit. He's referring to Republicans in name only, like Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney, who the Trumpist GOP openly call traitors for daring to criticize Donald Trump. But criticism doesn't go far enough for Greitens. He wants them dead. But Greitens isn't calling for MAGA Republicans to kill just one anti-Trumper. In Greitens' own words, quote, there's no bagging limit, referring to how many of an animal hunters can kill. And Greitens' encouragement to hunt down rival Republicans, quote, doesn't expire until we save our country. But given what we know about Greitens, our country may need to be saved from him. Vance, of course, dismissed Greitens' call for violence. He called Greitens' ad a little bit unorthodox and said it channeled Republican frustration. One thing Vance can't explain is why Republican frustration always seems to take the form of violent anti-government terrorism. But given that Vance's biggest funder is anti-government tech billionaire Peter Thiel, Vance is likely to push whatever narrative nets him the largest donation check. If this ad seems disgustingly familiar, it's raising many comparisons to a 2011 ad from another right-wing crank, Sarah Palin. Palin's Crosshairs ad became famous after targeting the district of Arizona Representative Gabby Giffords, as well as other Democrats, with a gun-like crosshair target. Later that year, Giffords was shot in the head by a gunman at a meet and greet with constituents. And just like Palin, Greitens is now claiming his ad was just misunderstood. But it seems the real problem is that even Republicans understand the ad just fine. Fox's MacCallum wasn't buying it, even cutting off Vance to make clear that anyone with eyes can see Greitens' message. He's going into a house with a gun and saying they want to bag as many rhinos as they possibly can, MacCallum said. And while Vance may believe the ad was just meant for dramatic effect, he's also washing his hands of just how dramatic the violent effects of this ad could be. Greitens' ad wouldn't be the first time the Senate candidate has gotten in trouble for his disturbing relationship to violence. Greitens' ex-wife revealed in sworn court documents that on several occasions he threatened to kill her, physically attacked her, and threatened to kill her children if she reported the abuse. Another woman accused Greitens of sexual misconduct after a 2015 encounter where Greitens tied her up in his basement, stripped her clothes off, and photographed her against her will. Greitens' call to murder disloyal Republicans is finally outraging the conservative media. It's also making him an even more popular figure in the MAGA movement, where violence against women and political opponents isn't just defended, it's applauded. Donald Trump himself has personally defended staffers and Republican candidates who have been accused of or recorded engaging in violence against their partners or the press. And there's still no sign Greitens will face any pressure to step down. Keeping him safely away from power will be up to voters. For Greitens, J.D. Vance, and others in the MAGA movement, the ends will always justify the means, including calls to violence. And with America already dividing even further as the midterm elections near, every American has to ask themselves a fundamental question. If people like Vance and Greitens win power, how long will it be until their violent rhetoric becomes violent policy?